Alrighty. That's enough of waiting, I guess. We'll go to Big Reese. I haven't touched my setup at all, so I hope everything still works. Obviously, the BGM doesn't work anymore. Please ping the Discord? No. There should be an automatic announcement, but I don't think it pings anyone in the Discord. Hi, everybody. Thanks for the subs and the gifts. And I think that's it. I don't think there are any bits. So we won't thank bits. Oh, my nose is running all of a sudden. Hello, everybody. I really wish my BGM didn't die. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Hmm. How are my allergies now that I'm back in the States? Now that I'm back in the middle of a desert, it's much better. Um, kind of annoying that I don't have any BGM. I don't know what happened to it. I tried to find it and gave up. I don't know why it's gone. I did clean out my boot drive earlier, but I don't think it was on there. Oh well. Hi Ash. Hi everyone. Um, we'll just talk in silence for today, I guess. I left the BGM in Japan. I'd put music on, but don't really know how to get more. And I need Connor for that, but he's sleeping. He's sleeping 80% of his time. Oh well. So I'm back. I think we'll just get right into it. I think I'll show off things that I bought, maybe. Hi Vizodi. Um, yeah, I got a lot of hair right now. Hi Speaks. Um, it's oh gosh. Um, it's a bird's nest kind of, but yeah. Um, I told y'all it will grow back. Everyone's like, "Oh my goodness, your hair." I haven't even been. Well, maybe it's been 6 months, but well, no, it's five because it was the end of October. How's jet lag? It was good, and then it wasn't. The first day back, the first full day back, I was good, and then yesterday I died, and then today I've been sleeping weirdly. Like I got up really early and then went back to sleep. Um, oh well, but it was really fun. I didn't actually buy that many things. I'll be honest. Everyone's gonna go, "What the heck?" But I didn't buy that many things. I bought. Oh, I guess I shouldn't have put these up because now I'm gonna have to take them down. Uh oh. Am I an idiot? Yeah. Because now it took me forever to put these up, and now it's gonna take me forever to take them down, and then even longer to put them back up again. Uh oh. Drop something. Come on. Push. Anyone else hate those clasps that are like the ball clasps that go into the like have a fucking hook. This ball clasp is freaking annoying. Especially when there's not much slack. What else did I buy? Um oh, this. Anything else? Oh, there was that too. These. This. What else? Oh, I have to leave my room. I'll be back in 1 second. I left them outside. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's it. I actually didn't get very many things. Did I collect the throne mail? Oh yeah, well, I guess we could show that first. Here's the throne mail. Here's all the throne mail. One model in here, by the way. There's the Norn Emissary. Wow. There's only one guy in there. A lot more guys in here. There's a lot of guys in here. 32 guys in here. Yep, more Tyranids. And then the robot. And the big robot. One guy in here, by the way. One epic scale. Yeah. There's the throne mail. Can you be in there? You might be able to fit. I feel like it's dark in here. Does this help? Ooh. Does anyone like that? Because I really don't. Better? I'm so blue. Connor took my other lamp, my one that was over here. I wonder if he needs it. Need more light in my face? Yeah. I'll be right back. This could turn off. Guys, look what I plundered. Look what I plundered. Holy. How do I plug this bitch in at? Okay. Oh. Oh. That seems kind of better. I'm still blue, but that's because this is blue right now. If I go, oh, still blue, still blue. It's all right. It's a bit better. So things that I bought. Hatsune Miku. Racing Miku 2024. This is the latest Racing Miku, I believe. It's really, hold on. Let's see if I can get a black screen so that it doesn't reflect. Can I get like a black screen? Ooh, that's better. Oh. See? It's Miku. Put my hand behind it? I mean, it's the reflection from the front, so you can see my fucking bookmarks in there. But yeah, this is the Racing Miku design for 2024. I hadn't seen this one before. I think it's really new. But it was epic. If you enhance my bookmarks, you're gonna see a bunch of Reddit bookmarks of different subreddits. We got World of Warcraft, a few miniature ones, For Honor, YouTube. But yeah, the 2024 Racing Miku. We got an acrylic standee. I thought it was a really epic design. Um, what else do I have here? I got these two guys that I got from Sushiro from eating sushi. We won the gacha at Sushiro. One of them's a cat and one of them's a dog. Nobody else wanted them and they were going to throw them away. And I said, "What? You're going to throw them away? These?" No. Don't throw them away. They're right here. They live with me now. But yes, they're from Sushiro. Um, I don't really know exactly what they're holding. It's obviously sushi related, but it doesn't. They don't have any information on them. It just says uh, Dako Zushi on them. I don't. I don't know. But here they are. They're hanging out with me now. I don't really know where they're gonna go, but that's where they'll go. Uh, I got a bunch of different newy things. I only bought one of them. I got Zenitsu. Um, I bought him at USJ. He was fun. They have a bunch of not really newies. They're like poppies, really. Um, they had a lot of Demon Slayer stuff at USJ. I'm not really sure exactly why, but yeah, there was a Demon Slayer ride that was fun. Other thing that I got Zenitsu's bird. This might actually be my favorite thing that I bought. It has a strap that it ties onto like your backpack strap so that it sits on your shoulder. It's actually awesome. So I got it pretty early on in the trip, and no one ever lost me again because they always knew to look for the bird. They had the crow too, but I feel like this was more my brand. I got this from Gachapon. It's Denji. We got Denji Gachapon. It's kind of like a Poppy, but the proportions are off. Um, I got Giorno Pape. See these proportions, like what's going on with this? These proportions, nope. These proportions are like similar, you know. Or like who else do I have here? I have some more. Like this one and this one. But then yeah. We got yeah, we got Giorno. I got him from a claw machine. Yes. It was a claw machine at Sunshine City in Ikebukuro. At the third floor, there was a bunch of JoJo stuff up there. He's flossing? No, Giorno pulls the heart on his chest open. That's this Giorno pose. Um, I got Vegito, and if you can believe it, Gogeta. It's the boys. Um, they're hanging out. These figures specifically were in a lot of Crane games. A lot of Crane games had these, but I found them in Akiba at like some secondhand store where someone had clearly won them in the Crane games and then sold them to the store for them to resell. These were super cheap. I think it might have been 5,000 yen for both of them, like total. Like they were 2,500 a piece. Um, they're not the greatest figures. They're not super dynamic, but they're well painted and they're pretty big. And they're hanging out now. And if you can believe it, we're almost to the end already. Also, JoJo. I did some gotcha stuff. I got some pins. We got Bruno and nope, wrong one. And Jonathan. Wow. Or is this Joseph? It's Joseph. Or Joseph and Bruno, and that's what we got. If you can believe it, we only have one more thing. That's it. I didn't want to. I also bought a lot of clothes. I bought a lot of clothes, but I'm not gonna show clothes. It's like, and then I bought, and then I got the wife. Um, Proportionally correct. I got her from a second hand. Oh God, what is that place? It's like it starts with an R. Not K Books. It's like something Shen, something like Bang. That's the one. Yeah, that's where I got this. I don't remember. I want to say it was one in. I think it was in Osaka, but I found her secondhand from there. I don't even know if this was even available in the States for online order. I don't think I've ever seen this before, but now we got this. She's round. She's she can be gripped. Um, yeah. I don't know. It was very bizarre. It's official merch. It has the official tags and everything. I had never seen this before. But there's definitely some merch that never leaves Japan, right? Freerin Quest failed? Oh, it didn't fail. I found plenty of Freerin, but none that I wanted to get. Freerin is too new of a phenomenon to have like stuff like this or to have really nice figures. Um a lot of the Crane game figures of Freerin were like she's holding like a melon pawn in most of them, and it's like that's come on. Freerin never even there's not even a melon pawn in the damn show, I don't think. It's just not a fun figure. It's not a good figure of Freerin. It's bad. It's a bad Freerin figure. So I think that might be all of the actual like shit. I think most of the other things that I got, like almost entirely, were clothes. I got a lot of Uniqlo. I bought a long coat. Um, I bought a lot of food. But yeah, Konbini socks. Yeah, they're somewhere. But yeah, I would say it's a pretty modest haul. I think the Chuntaro is definitely my favorite thing. Even like random people would walk up to me and tell me that it was fun and they liked it and they would always ask me where I got it. Um, I haven't. How come there? I don't see more merch like this. That's like so ingenious that it straps. Hold on. It straps onto your fucking backpack strap. It velcros on, and then let me zip this shit out. And then when you wear your backpack, he's like on. Like, how come I've never seen this before? Look how epic this is. What? Come on. I've never seen anything like this before. But it's so fun and cute, and it wasn't very expensive. And it was epic. But yeah, that was at USJ. At USJ, they had the Crow too, like the Demon Slayer Crow. Um, yeah, but I think that's literally all the stuff that I bought. I think that's it. Miku. Um, there was like some really thick Miku. I don't think I put the picture of her in the slideshow, but there was like some thick Miku. Do I have the picture of her on my phone, or was it someone else's picture? They had like a whole like smorgasbord of all the different racing Mikus, and one of them they beefed her up. It might have been 2023. Thiku? Yeah. I think it might have been 2023 because it had all of them on it except for this one. And I think the 2023 one was the most recent one that they had. And this one's like brand new. But the 2023 was thick. They put some beef on her. Good for her, honestly. Is Miku Racing a yearly event? I guess so. I think they tend to hold like a contest or something to to, for the design. Um, but this is this year's. This is epic. I like this one a lot because when most racing Miku's are very like racing girl, you know, but like she's a witch. That's epic. She's got a microphone as a broom. Yup. Okay. Well, I think we'll pivot into just going over photos now because oh my god, my eyes. How do I get back into slideshow? There we go. Think they just choose an artist? I look so shaggy. Yeah, I'm very shaggy right now. Let me see. So I had all of my pictures. Okay, so here's this. I had all my pictures on my phone pictures, the ones I took specifically on here, organized into like areas. Like, okay, so this is my album for Shinjuku. This is, my Asakusa one, whatever. But then iPhone, when you import all your photos to your computer, even through iCloud, it unsorts them. And then I had all my photos from my camera, and it's like, do I really want to go through all of these photos and sort them again? So what I did instead is this is interesting actually. Hold on. Has something happened? Has something evil happened? Huh? No, okay, nothing evil happened. It just seemed evil. I thought it was only my iPhone pictures. So what ended up happening instead is I just sorted them by date taken instead because it was automatically because like pictures have like the metadata or whatever, like this picture was taken this day. So I just have all of the pictures sorted in chronological order, which kind of helps keep things in order for when I'm talking about the trip. I didn't really start taking I vetted all these pictures obviously with people to make sure things were okay to show whatever. So most of the pictures don't start until day 2. Day 1 was most of it was plain, and then it was a dinner that I can't show you guys anything of, and then it was going to sleep. So day 2 is where this'll start. So we'll quickly the redacted Japan story. I mean, I could talk about the dinner probably. It just had but like a lot of the pictures, it's like I don't want to go and ask literally everyone that was there if it was okay to show. Because I definitely know there were people there that it would have been okay, but then people where it might have been like, eh, and then some people that I don't even know how to contact them because I met them there for the first time, Like, they're like acquaintances, some of them. So let me just make sure. Okay. I think we're okay. We'll swap over. I think we're here now. And I won't use my cam for this so we can see everything. Well, right now you don't need to. I can be down here. Because the iPhone pictures have water on them, so it's okay. I can be here. Oh, so day 2. Connor was very sick and hungover, and so I got a text in the morning from some of the others being, "Hey, we're gonna go to Shibuya. Meet us here." And I had been in Japan for 12 hours, and I was like, "Okay, here I go." And I had to go and navigate all on my little self, um, from where we were staying, which wasn't in Shibuya. Um, it I made it though, all by my lonesome. It was really fun. It was very bizarre, but I kind of wandered. I literally went, "Connor, you want to come?" And he went, "Uh-uh." And I said, "Okay, here I go." And I just walked out the door and just, in a foreign country I'd never been to, with a language I only kind of spoke, with a transit system I was barely familiar with, and I made it. I was only 5 minutes late. So yeah, this is the Shibuya Scramble, the big intersection. Um, the one that you see in all the media that has Rocky. Thanks for the gift sub. Did I say ikuzo? No, but there is something that I'll get into later that I stole that's similar. And also, I would probably say ikuze because that's cooler. So yeah, this is the Shibuya Scramble. The Hachiko statue is here. It has the big bazillion trillion people. Um, there were a lot of people everywhere. I tried to mostly take pictures like angled upwards so I didn't get a bunch of random people in my photos, but sometimes you just can't avoid it. Um, Wandering Japan alone seems intimidating. I'm going to talk a lot about Wandering Japan all by myself because I did a lot of that. It is not bad. I mean, as a man, I have a little bit different of an experience, I'm sure, than women would have, but it was so safe here. Um, Then we went to a sushi row, but not like a literal sushi row, but like a hole in the wall conveyor sushi. It was so good, and we ate a lot, and I didn't take any pictures until the end. I was like, oh shit, I should probably take a picture, and I was done. We were at the end. Um, I think I might have had like 8 plates. Some of those plates on the right there are mine. Um, I think Lando had. He might have talked about it on his streams. I haven't watched his wrap up streams. He was sitting next to me. You can't see it. He's on my left. He might have had 15 plates. It was crazy. We tried to go to a sushi row, like actual sushi row. Those aren't even his plates. Those are someone else's plates. That they and I had stacked up some of our plates together there. We tried to go to like legit sushi row, like branded, but he we got there and it was an hour long wait. So then we just left and walked into a random conveyor sushi that was on the side of the road, and we could all sit instantly. There were like 6 of us. Um, it was really good. It was super fresh. It was yummy. We ate a lot. Landon ate too much. He got sick, but not like ill yet. But it definitely didn't sit well with him because he had too much. He looked me in the eye after eating something specific, and he said, "I think I'm gonna be sick later," and he was at the Ichimaru Q. Oh, and then me and Girl DM went to Torch right after this. Some of the others we wanted to go here specifically. In the Shibuya Parko, they have a From Software like pop-up shop on the 5th floor of the Parko in Shibuya. It's called Torch. They specifically sell FromSoft like Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, merch. And it's an officially, I guess, licensed distributor. So like they work with FromSoft. They have all the fucking trailers playing in the little store. They had all kinds of stuff. The princes from Dark Souls 3. That's a pullover, but they also had T-shirts of this design. They had different colors. Hello, Alexia. Torch is epic. They had a bunch of rings from the games, like the Wolf Ring, Hornet Ring, Havel's Ring. That's epic. Ring of Steel Protection. I don't remember that one specifically, like which game that is from or what that ring does. Or the Slumbering Dragon Crest ring either. The Ring of Favor, obviously super famous. Lautrec's ring. We got the Life Ring, another super famous ring. The Covetous Silver Serpent. Oh, and the silver cat ring, both super recognizable. These two, all these four specifically, like these ones, if you play the games like a lot, you might recognize these. But like these four are like even like these are like the rings. Besides Havel's, Havel's of course is super famous. Um, and then they had a fun like merch from Elden Ring, the Radon Festival, but they have it like listed out like it's a concert, like a music festival. So they have all the different summons like they were headlining. It was pretty fun actually. It was funny merch. They had Little Nightmares there. Is Little Nightmares FromSoft affiliated, or did they just like Little Nightmares? Because I saw this and I was like, huh? What's this doing here? They had Katamari Damacy there too. I don't know why. I don't think they're FromSoft affiliated. These are the only non-FromSoft things in there. A Little Nightmare shirt, and they had a Katamari like hat. Oh, they had Alexander was there. Bandai affiliated? That might be it. It might be Bandai. But yeah, Alexander was there. He was hanging out. This thing was pretty big. Pretty big. It was a few feet tall. Pretty big guy. Nito shirt, a Mikolash shirt, an amygdala shirt. I always want to say amygdala, but no, it's amygdala, like your brain. They had the doll. They had Lady Maria. They had a Denny's outside. Okay, this was not outside there. Did I get my necklace there? Yeah, I did. Here, we'll go back to Biggeries. Yeah, I got the. I didn't take a picture of the necklaces this day. We went back another day, and I took a picture then. But I have the Bloodborne Sword Hunter badge. Yeah, this thing's pretty weighty. It's silver. It's pretty big. Yeah. Denny's. I took a picture of this because it was the first time I'd seen one. This was somewhere in Shinjuku, I think. I couldn't believe that there was a Denny's. Why was there a Denny's there? And it wasn't the only one. There were a lot. And it was nothing like American Denny's. Did I eat there? No, but I did look at the menu and it's nothing like American Denny's. Hi, Omana. Oh. But yeah, it was very bizarre. Who did I fight at Denny's? Lando. I lost. Again, somewhere in Shinjuku, because I took a lot of pictures of buildings. I don't know what building this is. I thought it looked like the Shard in London specifically, but it was a cool building, so I took a picture of it. I never went to that building or even close to it, but there it is. Thanks for gifting Omana. Thanks for the gifts. Don't know what building that is. It has no logos, and it has... Actually, it does have... Does that say Node or Mode? Mode Halico? Or Node Halico? It looks like an M or an N. Zoom enhance? No. What's next? More buildings? Oh, but this is somewhere different. So this was in Shinjuku, and now we've traveled. This is in Akiba. It doesn't look anything like Akiba, but this is Akiba, I believe. The Tokyo Mode Tower. Oh, it was Mode. Interesting. This was an Akiba. We got the Akiba. There's Nick and Brinny. This was just outside the station. This used to be that big famous, what was it, the Sega building that's since been slain. Now it says Gigo on it. Yeah. I don't know why the Sega building got slain, because this building isn't, like, super impressive on the inside. I don't know what was, what was in there before, if it was the same kind of thing. But it's literally just the as you can see, the bottom level is gachapon. Can I even enhance on here? Oh, I can, but not very well. Gachapon, and then it was like 3 levels of crane games, and then an event merch at the top. And when we were there, it was Steins Gate merch up there at the top. There was some kind of pop-up Steins Gate store. But I know that's a famous building. I do know that. Where else? Oh, and then I started taking pictures of every free run I saw. So, like, this is the one I was talking about. I saw this figure everywhere, alright? This figure's lame. This is a lame figure. Frieren doesn't... She's not even about sweets. This should be a Fern figure. It doesn't... And like... This isn't what fucking Frieren is like. No, I saw this everywhere. I saw this everywhere. So I was like, I don't want this figure. I don't want this. I would rather not get a Frieren figure than get this one. I saw it in Crane Games, and I saw it secondhand. I don't want this one. There was one that was similar where I think instead of this, she was holding like a bouquet of blue flowers, and that's better, but I couldn't find that one anywhere. And I wasn't going to spend 7,000 yen in a fucking Crane game. Yeah. I don't, again, just the streets of Akiba. I just started taking lots of pictures of the streets. Again, I had to really vet these pictures because it would be like, oh, I took a picture of the street, but then there's someone dead, like, right here who I can't show. And it's like, okay, well, I guess I can't bring this picture. So I took a lot more pictures than it's going to seem, and there are still a lot, don't worry. This was one of the nicest days of the whole trip, by the way. Yeah, the weather seems really nice. I think this was a Saturday because the street was closed. They closed the main street in Akiba so that everyone can walk around. I don't know why there's a car there, because the street... maybe the street starts closing right here, but the street is closed on the weekends or something. Yeah. So, again, we were walking around in Akiba. I was just like, ooh, Japan, ooh, because again, this was like day 3. I was just taking pictures. Ooh, Japan, wow, ooh, wow, Japan. So it's like, this is nothing, you know? There's nothing here that we even went inside of, but I was like, oh, wow, this looks cool. Yeah, I was in Akiba at night, too. We went to Akiba a few times. More Akiba. I think this is the back of Carol's head. It was just, like, we just started going into the random alleyways. Because, like, Akiba has this big main street, but then, like, off of the main street are a bunch of these little offshoots that have a ton of things on them. You can barely see it above Carol's head. This is KFC. We did go, and it was a banger. Yeah. This was a picture that I took while we were all searching for food, and we were all dying of hunger, and Connor and I went to stop and just get a little bit of KFC to tide us over. Better than American KFC? It's not even a contest. American KFC tastes like poo-poo. This shit was a banger. It was so good. God, it was good. I think we ended up going to this yakiniku right across from the KFC, because we were in line somewhere that had a really, really, really long line, and then this is where we did end up going. I think we did end up going to this yakiniku. I sat in the booth that looks out this window. So if you're in Japan and go to this yakiniku in Akiba, there's another one down the street. So it's this one in the alleyway. This window right here, I sat there. So you can sit in the receipt, okay? So there you go. More Frieren. I thought this was cute, but I don't really like acrylic charms, so I didn't get it. Oh, fucking Miku Taiyaki. I don't remember exactly where they were selling this. It was inside of a building. It was Miku Taiyaki. It was yummy. It was very funny too. It was like, it's Miku. There she is. It was at a Gigo, I think, but I don't remember which one. It might have been the big one. Yeah, fucking Miku. That's epic. More Frieren. See, there's the one with the blue flowers, right? This one is definitely better than the other one, But I think if we go back, it looks like the same, but like she has, I don't know. This one's definitely better, but this is the only time I ever saw it. This was in Gigo, I believe. And it was, I tried a few times to get it, and I was like, I'm going to waste $1,000,000 on this. I'm not doing a crane game of this. This one is also okay, but I didn't really want a sitting figure. And also, like, this expression doesn't really... Why is she so happy? What's going on with her? That doesn't look... I don't know. That doesn't... It seems a bit off. It seems a bit off. This one seems right, though. Her eyes also look really green here and not... I don't know. I mean, I guess they are green. But, like... I don't know. I didn't want that one either. These were also cute in a crane game. Couldn't get them. She got therapy? Maybe. I spent so much money in this damn Gigo trying to get these and didn't get a single thing. A single thing. These ones also cute. Didn't get them. I didn't really like the bases on these, though. I didn't try for these. Saw some horses. A whole lot of horses. He didn't sumimasen. What, sumimasen fucking throw this in the fucking thing for me? I spent $1 billion? No. Yeah, a lot of horses are here. There's a whole lot of them. There were a whole lot of horses. This was, again, I think, in Gigo. I think this might have been on the second or third floor. They had so many in there. Like, I couldn't even capture all of them. There were more, like, over here that I couldn't get in frame. This was a place we didn't eat at, but I thought it was fun, so I took a picture of it. It's just a big fox. This was an Akiba somewhere in the alleyways. I didn't eat there, though, but it looked cool. Yakiniku like, there it is! I think this was Wagyu, and then some, like, side cut. They served Red Bull there, so that was cool. Be safe, Washi. But yeah, Yakiniku like, that shit's good. People are gonna say, like, oh man, like, it's like a fast food yakiniku. I don't care. It's good. And it's fast, and it isn't expensive. So, I eat. But yeah, that's the receipt. That's right in front of that window. This is Sans. Undertale Gachapon. I was shocked. What is this doing here? And I saw this specific Gachapon everywhere. There were so many of these. Yeah, ooh. Fucking Sans. Undertale is big in Japan? Really? I mean, I guess Toby Fox is involved in a billion things, huh? But yeah, Undertale. We went to a cat cafe. I'm convinced these cats were very sedated. These cats were vibing too much. These cats were vibing. I have a lot of pictures, but I can't show a lot of them from the fucking cat cafe. They were cute. A lot of them were friendly. They were fucking... They had sleepy bitch syndrome. They might have. I did like that they were up here in these cages, but I'm not really 100% how they even got up there. There wasn't... It's hard to tell from this picture, but there weren't a lot of easy ways to get into these. And some of them were... They're higher than they seem to. Like, this shit's like 6.5 feet off the ground. I can't see this cat easily jumping straight into it. But what do I know? But they were all sleeping up there. People were playing like fucking Switch and fucking Smash Bros in the background. They They were sleepy bitches though. More Akiba. I don't think we went in here. The Warhammer store is this way. Oh, here's the collage of Miku's. This one. Look how thick they made her. Compare even to the year before. What's going on with that? I'm not complaining, but that's crazy. Miku's always been kind of thin, right? And then, especially early on, but they always kind of kept it. I mean, you could tell, especially over like here, they started to give her a little bit of thighs. But like, goddamn. It's like some fucking Atelier Ryza. I was gonna say, it looks like the Atelier Ryza artist because this is their modus operandi for sure. But they were cooking. They made Miku thick as shit. But yeah, and then my feet. And then the one after that one is this one, obviously, that they didn't have on there yet. This was inside of a Good Smile store, I think, that was on street level. It was like a pop-up shop. It was a Good Style store. They had a lot of Good Smile products, and they had a bunch of Miku in there. They had an ad for some fucking Elden Ring Figma that looks epic. It's not out yet, I believe. Yeah, in stores winter 2025. So they really get those ads out early. But this shit looked awesome. I don't have any Figma, but this one looks so cool. Frieren again. If I wore shirts like this, I would have bought this. But I don't really wear shirts like this anymore. Frieren. See, like, look at her face here. That's how Frieren's supposed to look. Where's that fucking goofy smile they had on her on that fucking figure? Frieren again. This time her butt. Nice. Frieren again, but this time it's the art book. I almost bought this. Art book. But I didn't. This was in the Animate in Akiba, I believe. This was in the Animate. It was a Frieren art book. Why not? I don't know. I'm not big on art books. Like, this would be a thing that I would look at once, and then it would sit back there on that desk forever. And, like, I don't want to... I don't know. So, it's I don't know. Also, it'd be heavy. Connor got some art books here, and they were £1,000,000. And we got them day 3, and then they were just fucking lugged around forever, all over the place. They were so heavy. More Frieren, but this time the volumes of Frieren. Tanner, are you here? Look at all this Frieren. Look, they got all the look at all the Frieren volumes. I don't think Tanner's here. Motherfucker. Oh, there he is. Thanks for subbing, Tanner. And then I went to the Warhammer Cafe. I think I went mostly by myself because nobody else wanted to go. I think it was me and Connor. They call this a cafe, but really just back here they'll give you coffee and shit if you want it, and then it's just a Warhammer store, but like a really nice Warhammer store. Like the nicest Warhammer store I've ever been to. And I was surprised at how many people were in here playing and painting. It was really cool. They had a lot of stuff on display. This is a whole Death Guard army. And then some other Chaos affiliated things. We got some Zangors and some Thousand Suns down here. These look like... They look like Black Legion. Yeah, but a lot of Death Guard. More Warhammer, just lots of merch. They have some fucking knights and shit. A little just diorama I thought was really cute with the squad of Firstborn Marines, rather. They're not Primaris Intercessors. These are Firstborn. I thought it was cool. They slot into the base, so you can still use these models for play. But then when you're not playing with them, you can put them back in their little diorama. That's fun. This was a display, a Kill Team display. I mostly took it because this Thunderhawk. This is a resin Forge World Thunderhawk. This thing costs thousands of dollars. It is one of the biggest and rarest Warhammer miniatures ever produced. There are so few of these in the world, just period. So just having this here was so cool. Absolute hell to build too. Oh yeah, this thing is a bitch. Hard to tell how in the pic how big. At least this long. At least. Here, we'll go to Big Reese. Like. Oh, there was something else that I got. Where did that go? Okay, I'll be right back. But unless actually, it might be right here. I forgot. I did get some stuff at the Warhammer store. Where did that other thing go? Hold on. It's somewhere. Okay. I found it. They were selling like little prints. Oh, this is really reflective because it's still in the wrapping of really retro codexes. So you guys know I had to get the fucking Skaven one. It's the rat guys. Very retro codex. And then let me get my coin purse real quick because I put something in here that I got. They also were selling they were also selling little souvenir coins. I'm sure these, at least I want to say that these aren't Warhammer Tokyo specific, but they're like little. This one, ooh, it's really reflective because so it's hard to. That doesn't do anything. This one has the Imperial Aquila on it that you can kind of see, and then on the back it has a Space Marine helmet. There it is, the Primaris helmet. So they have an Imperial one, and then a Chaos one. Really hard to see, yeah. Because these are really shiny and gold. This one has a Chaos Space Marine helmet that you can kind of make out. Oh. And then they have the 8-pointed star of Chaos on the other side. If I do this, you can kind of see it. I can see it anyway. So there are those. Show us on the hand cam? That's a good idea. And then I have a whole lot of yen I didn't spend. Anybody need about anyone need like this many coins? Oops. A lot of these are like tens or even ones. Okay, I know the penny is useless. The 1 yen I've never felt a more useless piece of currency ever. I didn't need to use fucking a 1 yen coin ever. Ever. 10 yen, sure. 50, absolutely. 100, especially. 1 yen, absolutely useless. 500s are okay too. This is a 500 yen. You can see on there. That was pretty good. I don't have any 500s left. It was kind of annoying how their low denominations are all coins though. So it's like, oh, I just need 200 yen. I have to fucking dig through this to find 200 yen? Their bills don't start until you hit what's the equivalent of like $10. Their $1 bill is a coin. $5 bill is a coin. So it's just like I'm always fucking digging through this goddamn taiyaki. Are they all the same size? No. These are 500s. Here's a 100 in comparison. And then a 50 cent has the hole, or the 50 yen has a hole in the middle. But yeah, I like the coins, they're fun, but man, it's fucking annoying to have to dig through this bitch when you're like at the front of a line and there's a bunch of people behind you and you're like, I promise I have a 500 yen in here, I promise. You're just digging. I I had I think I have the someone was mentioning the 5. Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, buy tea time Lethe. There we go. We'll do that. 500 yen in the room with us right now. Yeah, it's right here. Yeah. Oh, and then here we are immediately to the Warlord Titan. So that is this if this was to scale. But this isn't to scale. This is in the same scale as the Space Marines. So, like, this is actually the size it is compared to a Space Marine down there. This thing costs $2,000 just for the body with no arms, no back cannon, no head. $2,000 just for the legs and torso. I'd never seen one in person. There are probably more of these than there are of these. Because the Warlord Titan is like a popular, incredibly expensive model. I'd never seen one in person. It was gigantic. The little teeny Space Marine down there. Yeah. This thing is an entire army in one model. If you're fielding this, you can't field anything else. But it's like a raid boss. It has like multiple health bars. It has like shield generators that you have to break through in order to start damaging it. You can fly to Japan or buy that, yeah. Okairi, thanks Lumi. More little displays. This one is a Age of Sigmar Dominion one with a lot of the Dominion terrain and the Dominion miniatures. Another Dominion display, but this one was in glass. I like the swamp, that's fun. And then we got Ghetto for all the Ghetto enjoyers, all the Andes of the world. There were a whole lot of Ghettos in this store. More Ghetto and some Gojo. Toji's also more popular than I thought he was. I know people like Toji, but like there was a lot of Toji. You can see his abs through his uniform. You sure can. And his pecs. Sorry, his titties. But yeah, lots of Ghetto. This was just a million Mikus of different flavors. A lot of Miku. There's a whole lot in there. Do I know what a lot of them are? Nope. I believe this was at some kind of secondhand store, a lot of these. So, like, who knows if any of these were super... I mean, based on their prices, they weren't very rare, but... Any thick mics? No, I didn't. There was no thicku there. Well, this one's actually kind of looking thick. Just random pictures of the store. It was, next... It's off screen. I'm not sure if I took any pictures of it. Yeah, it's like one of these stores that has, like, the boxes, where you... Wait, go back to the Ghettos. Ghetto? Ghetto? Where, like, you put, like, each figure's numbered, and then you write on a little slip of paper, like, what box the figure was in and what number in the box, and you hand it to a staff member, and they can go get it for you. There were some wildly expensive figures here. 2B? Tanner, quick, I'm summoning you, Tanner! 50,000 yen 2B. Look, and Gantz. 50,000 yen, Tanner. That's easy, bro. That's only like $360. That's the other thing about this trip. This might have been the best time, like the best time in history to visit Japan as an American, because the yen was so like historically low. Historically low. Like it was like 136 yen per dollar ish. So like basically when transferring from dollars to yen, you got like 33% more money. It was crazy. It was like stuff was felt so cheap. Meals were constantly like $6. It was crazy. Uniqlo getting shirts for fucking $8. By Vizodi. But yeah, it was crazy. The exchange rate was fucking goated. Not to mention, a lot of the stores like these are tax free, so if you have your passport, you can get stuff taxless. And I do have my passport. It's right here. I actually didn't buy a lot of stuff tax free. I think the only thing the entire time I got tax free was this. Yep. And then we left. I thought it was fun to have the train tracks over the street. You could see everyone just fucking milling about in the street because it was the weekend. If they didn't close this on the weekend, it would be unbearable to be here. The amount of foot traffic here was insane. Um, Again, just a random building. I think this is the self map. Yep, self map. Um, they want to start taxing tourists in Japan, which fair. I mean, yeah. I don't know why they wouldn't. Still somewhere in. I think this is in Akiba, or have we transferred somewhere, or is this in Ikebukuro now? I think we're in Ikebukuro now. We're now in Ikebukuro. This was us on our way to Sunshine City, I believe. This is like the main street in like the weeb section of Ikebukuro. I think Sunshine City's down here at the end. The K-Box is all the way down there, and then even further down to the left. I did get dragged there to the BL K-Books, with the Swallowtail Cafe and shop, with the butlers. Sunshine City, super cool. It's like a whole mall that's basically fucking underground. But I was told the K-Books there is like VTuber and like BL focused. It was bizarre. More Ikebukuro. There's the K-Books. This is with I believe my back is to the fucking Swallowtail shop. There's like 4 different K-Books with a different focus. I think this one was the BL one. I think this is the BL K-Books. I believe. I could be wrong. There were a couple that we went to. And then I think this was later that night. We were in... I think we were in Shinjuku somewhere? This was taken, I think, from a karaoke room. Yep, and there's this, that's the back of Connor's head. This is that, what the fuck is this street called? It has a whole fucking name. We were in Kabukicho, but this specific little stretch, it's like it's like fucking, this is like tourist bait, this entire stretch. It's super, there we go, Pineapple New. Omoide Yokocho, yeah, that's what that was. I knew it was Omoide something, but I couldn't remember the rest of it. It's a tiny stretch of just like fucking hole-in-the-wall restaurants that can only sit like 6 people, and they only have bars. But like there were so many tourists in here. If you want to go find the white people in Japan, go to this street. Is this where Lando did the selfie? I think this is where Lando did the selfie, if it's the one I'm thinking of, with everybody in it, with all the boys. Where are we now? I think we're still in Shinjuku. We were wandering Shinjuku at night, just wandering. Just wandering. I was taking pictures of buildings. Yep, definitely still in Shinjuku. Um, I think this is the street that has. There's the Godzilla at the end of this. This is Kabukicho, yeah. Um, super. People are here literally every hour of the day. I was sometimes here at this in Kabukicho very early in the morning, and it was still not that much less crowded than this. Because I think this was taken at about fucking 10 p.m. It was so cool, guys. It's so cool. These pictures don't do it justice. The atmosphere here is so. Oh, there he is. That's Profussi. Um, the atmosphere here is so cool. This was before Landon got sick. This is one of the last times I saw him healthy and whole. Um, yeah, but just being here was so cool, guys. Landon and I were talking about it, and again, I haven't watched any of his streams, so I'm sorry if I'm retreading ground that he's already gotten on. You know how like there's a kind of the sense that like, oh well, the romanticized version of Japan that like weeaboos have isn't real. Like, oh man, like Japan isn't like how it's portrayed in media. Guys, it is. It literally like okay, not every single foot of it, but like it everything that you see in all the fucking anime isn't that much sensationalized or like fantasized. It's not that much different from real life. I don't know. Like the Japan that people say isn't real as a virtue signal, no, they're wrong. It is real. It's real in places for sure. Akiba, Shinjuku, Shibuya, like the the virtue signalers are wrong. Are you telling me Persona is real? Yeah, it's real. Frieren is real. You can't tell me she's not. She's right over there. She sits in the corner of my room where you guys can't see her. She's shy. The Shibuya incident is real. Every time we were in Shibuya, I'd go, guys, you guys know that Sukuna blew this place up? I'd point to like the Ichimaru Q. Sukuna blew that up, guys. Did you know? He blew this place up. Um, Shinjuku was so. We spent so much time in here in Kabukicho and Shinjuku. Shinjuku was so cool. We were here over and over. For the entire 4 weeks I was there, we spent so much time going to Shinjuku and Kabukicho. Um, God, it was so cool. Kabukicho was awesome. We got the Godzilla Road. You can see him. He's back there on top of the fucking Toho Cinema. I did not visit the JJK KFC. I think I saw it though. Um, there he is, on top of the cinema. I kind of wish I went to that cinema, like fucking go see Dune 2 again or something. Um, but yeah, he's hanging out. Yeah, there he is, on top of the cinema. I think there's a karaoke con or something on this street, or maybe it's on this one that we went to. I think it might be this. Um, yeah. More Shinjuku. I think. Oh, there's Profussi again. Even more Kabukicho. Kabukicho's so cool. So cool. How come I keep getting Profussi in these pictures? His fucking ear? What? Fuck's sake. And then the next day we did, obviously, we went to, well, obviously for those who know, we went to Harajuku. This was also white people central. This was white people central Harajuku. There's Connor. Some of the others, we had met up with them because we weren't staying with them. Um, they were eating in Yoshinoya, and Connor and I had already eaten. We had come from somewhere else, so there was Connor. But this was White People Central on what is it, the Takashita Street. Um, it was fucking bumping. This was so fucking busy. It was so busy here. There was the station. I thought it was cute. The thing that I found was wild is it's like there wasn't much going on back here, and then right across from the station you have this insane fucking horde of people. The station is cute here. Look at this. This street goes down for a while. It's just a sea. And right where you can't really tell, but Connor and I are on the screen here when I'm taking this picture, but it doesn't show up on camera well. The amount of like tourists, not just white people, but from all over, that would stand here fucking taking pictures here to get the, oh, look, we're on the screen. Haha. Are you 5? Your local grocery store does that to you. Going to Kroger, do you take pictures then? I say as I took a picture. But I didn't take a picture of this. I was taking a picture of this. But specifically, people were taking pictures of themselves up on the screen. It was a huge fucking like wall of people that take pictures of themselves up there. We went into a gachapon. There was a 2-story tall fucking gachapon haven. I saw pigs. This place was booked out the ass. This place had so many reservations, but there was a Piglet Cafe in Harajuku, right off Takashita Street, and fucking there were piglets in there, and I really wanted to go. Fucking pile of piggies. Holy. There they are. They must make bank? Oh, I bet. This place was always booked. Every time I wasn't in Harajuku that many times, so every single time this place was booked. I saw the Pom Pom Purun Cafe, which I heard was mid. But I didn't go. But I know someone who did go, and they said the food was mid. It was cute, though. They did say it was cute, but the food was mid. It does look cute. I mean, look at him down there, and like the parfait. That's cute. Theme cafes are usually mid? Yeah. I just saw all of this, and I wanted to free them. They were all tied up. They were all zip tied to the fucking railing. Free them. Please, someone free them. A lot of Love Live in this stairwell for some reason. I don't know where that stairwell goes. But it had a whole lot of Love Live up front. They're in jail for their crimes? Yeah. Being idols. This is on the far end of Takashita Street, right when you exit the street from the station. So, like, you go from, like, this, like, super cramped, there are a ton of, like, touristy things, and then you just get spat out on, like, a fucking normal street that has a bunch of, like, branded stores and stuff. Like, fucking UGG had a store. There was a New Balance store. Of course, there's a fucking karaoke con. There's always a fucking karaoke. Is that Connor? Yeah, that's Connor. You guys can fucking barely see him. How'd you even know? But there's Connor. He got ahead of us, and I went back to find the others because Connor and I were ahead. But yeah, that's Connor. I saw that. Yeah, there was this fucking cool like fucking rooftop arboretum fucking guard. Is that the UGG you went to? Yeah. I thought that shit was so cool. I didn't go in there because I don't know what building that is, and we were just so busy and our schedule was so full I couldn't just like do whatever I wanted on a lot of days. But like, this was so cool. The Vivian Westwood store, yeah, that place. We went in there briefly. Shit, and there cost $1 million. That place fucking cost a zillion trillion dollars. Found this cool store. It was in some department store. I don't know. It had a bunch of cameras. It looks cool, so I took a picture. I don't even remember where this was. There's a department store on that street. It starts with like an L. Like Lafayette, but not spelled like I would expect it to be spelled. La Forêt. That one, yeah. Yeah, that. This was in there.
We were in there a few times because all the girls would drag us there. Um, it was really cool, but where's the men's clothes, guys? Where are they? If you're not at Uniqlo, where the fuck is the men's clothing? It's so hard to find. Like Ichimaru Q in Shibuya, did we go to the basement? Yeah. The Ichimaru Q in Shibuya is like 9 or 10 stories of women's clothes. And they're all gorgeous. But then where's the men's clothes? Connor was suffering. He did eventually find some stuff, especially in Takashita Street, that was really cool in a place called the Yellow House, which is in Takashita Street. It's like in a fucking basement. It's all like leather jackets and stuff. But yeah, I think this was another rooftop garden I took a picture of. More just walking around Harajuku. I don't know where we are. Oh, we went and got a Konomiyaki somewhere that I don't remember exactly what it was called or where it was, but it was in Harajuku somewhere. We did see the Sailor Moon store. It was in the we this fucking cool like back area with these cool like red decks and like all these big trees. There was a bunch of supposedly I was told there were a bunch of like famous J-pop and like idols that had sign signatures on the wall here. I don't know, but I took a picture of some of them. Um, and K-pop people too. I don't know. I don't float in those circles. I got a giant melon soda that I felt like a big boy because they gave it to me in a big mug, like a like a like a beer. And then I didn't take a picture of the okonomiyaki because we all ate it too quick because we were all really hungry. Um, I love melon soda. Fucking look at this shit. It's so fucking green. Yellow House. Was that the place with the chatty granny? Yeah. She might have been the best saleswoman in the entire world. But she held Connor hostage for like an hour and a half and he bought so much there. Then I saw this dog. It was kind of interesting. I'm not sure how they got him to sit on that chair, but I don't know. He was hanging out. Um, we're still in Harajuku. I was just taking pictures 'cause it's cool. I think I took this picture specifically. I was like, it finally struck me. This was like day 3 or 4. I was like, guys, in America, they would never let you build power lines like this. They're like fucking stringing all over the place, fucking 2 feet from buildings, like residential buildings. The building codes are very different there. I respect it though. They don't have a choice. You could tell that's Connor. Um, but yeah, this is just the Harajuku station. All the stations are so cute. I just kind of like this one was up on a hill that you can kind of see down onto the street, like it wasn't underground or on or anything. Oh, there's Hachiko. This was a different time, because again, these pictures are in chronological order. So I didn't get a Hachiko the first time I was there, but now I got a picture of Hachiko this time. I wanted to take a picture with Hachiko, but the white people were lined up for like 20 straight minutes in a big giant queue to get a fucking picture with Hachiko. So I did not get a picture with Hachiko, just of Hachiko. The white people were loving Hachiko. Like you can tell, the paws are less. They're like more. They're less. I guess stained than the rest because people have been fucking touching them. You can still see all the brass underneath. The white people, as if you ain't one of them. You see me in the line for Hachiko? No, I was respectful and took a picture from afar. But yeah, there's Hachiko. This is more Shibuya. Shibuya was also always bumping. It was always cool to be there. Um, I just liked walking the back streets. I sometimes just walk around, like just go on solo race adventures and just like go walk around places. Not even buy anything or even eat anywhere. I would just like go to Shibuya just to walk around. This was a picture I think from the Parco, the escalator that goes up. I think I was taking someone else to Torch. I think I was taking Connor to Torch. So Connor wasn't because he was hungover the first time we were in Shibuya. This was another time I went to Shibuya, and this time he came with. So we were going to Park Go back to Torch. So this time I got pictures of the necklaces. This is the one I bought. I got the bigger one, not the smaller one. It was all the hunter badges from Bloodborne. So it's like the sword hunter, the wheel hunter, the one that I don't remember, the saw hunter. The old hunter? What's this middle one? The fang? Is that what this is? Firing hunter? Oh, it's like a firing pin. I don't remember that one. What fucking hunter badge is this? The firing? What is it? What does that one do in game? Where'd you get that? The fuck? I don't remember that one. They're silver. 20,000 yen, sheesh. Again, the dollar was so powerful that didn't hurt that much. I think mine was also around that much. No, it wasn't powder keg. They had powder keg too. Did I not take a picture of it? This is the firing one. The powder keg. Oh, they're real silver. Oh yeah, they're silver. Um, the powder keg was somewhere else. But yeah, I don't know this fucking one. It's like a firing hammer on a like a flintlock. This was outside. Um, Again, just somewhere random in Shibuya. There's Ichimaru Q, because you got to get a picture of Ichimaru Q. Um, it was just full of women's clothes. Also, okay, one of these things about like Ichimaru Q and La Forêt as well. That the stores not only have really cute women's clothes, they find the cutest women to work the stores as possible. The prettiest women you've ever seen. And they're all dressed like in the brand, so they're all like immaculately clothed. I didn't shop in the stores, but I did look, if you know. But yeah, everyone there, it just and that not even just the fucking stores, just almost there you didn't see like a poorly dressed person like ever. You know how like in a lot of places, America included, that you'll see like the guy like in the basketball shorts and socks with slides and a tank top, like just walking around outside. Never. You would never see that here. I think I saw three pairs of people wearing like three people in blue jeans. Period. Everyone was immaculately dressed in the whole country, no matter their age. Super young kids to super old people. It was crazy. Everyone was so well dressed everywhere. There's a mega donkey that I took a picture of for some reason. Donkey is fucking crazy. Tanner, if you were wearing jeans in Japan, I would immediately go to Uniqlo and at least get you some chinos or something, bro. Oh, this was I don't think this is there, but we've now teleported. This is Shimokitazawa, which is where Bochi the Rock takes place, I was told, and I even if I wasn't told, I would know because the station was plastered with fucking Bochi the Rock everywhere. Um but Connor and I thought this was so cool. So these are the train tracks, and there were super nice like restaurants built underneath it, like all the way down. It was so cool. It was not uncommon to have stuff underneath train tracks like this, but like this was one of the like nicer, like more purposely built ones that we had seen. Um, we went to some restaurant here that was really aesthetic. I can't read anything there. I don't even remember what kind of restaurant it was. I think it was Thai or something. Um, we were there with Girl DM, I believe, and we were meeting someone else, one of her friends, I think. Yes. And we didn't actually eat at this restaurant. We just got a snacky, and we were getting drinks as we were waiting for some people to show up. But yeah, just like this is all underneath the train tracks. It's so cool. I'm gonna be a fucking white person and tourist and say this, but it really felt like a very Blade Runner. This kind of setting. Um, all the neon and like the super cramped stalls and bar restaurants. Walking around Shimokitazawa, it was super cool. This is, I think we ended up eating here. It was a soup curry place. This was not something. Can you hear the train go over? Oh, yes. Um, this was something I hadn't even seen before. This was so good. This might have been Connor's favorite thing that he ate on the entire trip. The soup curry in Shimokitazawa. It had fucking little corn and like potato and chicken and broccoli and some kind of beans and soup. It was so good. I think sweet potato. Thank you for the subs. This shit ruled. This shit was so good. It was so yummy. And then we went to some store that I don't remember the name of, and it felt like a Spencer's. It felt like a fucking it was yeah okra. It was like a fucking giant Spencer's. This place, Freeman was there. Um, I don't have that many Village Vanguard. That's the one. It was a Village Vanguard in Shimonkitazawa. This place was a fucking. I know it's a chain Village Vanguard, but I had only the only one I went inside of was this one. This place felt like a giant Spencer's. It had so much random shit everywhere. And it's like you get to the back, and just like fucking Spencer's and Hot Topic, there's just Minecraft merch back there, because of course there is. Freeern was there. Some fish were there. These are the Tanner's two halves. Freeern and Fishin'. Right, Tanner? Um, yeah. I took a picture of a really big escalator. Um, And then this day it was rainy. It was the first really crummy day weather-wise. I think I was going with Connor, Girl DM, Nick, and Brinny to the Square Enix like Final Fantasy museum thing that's outside the like Square Enix headquarters. I did take a picture of this because that building had curves. Yeah, I thought that was cool. Oh, it was wasted on me and Connor? Absolutely. I want to say that this, if it's not anymore, it at least was like some kind of Square headquarters. Because at the base they had the museum. There was like this fucking crystal in there and a water fixture, and there was a bunch of figures. Yup, more figures. They had Cloud in a dress. They had Tifa. There's me. Will this video play? Oh, it will. Will it play in good quality? Will it change to good quality? Because it's not this bad quality. Will it change? I guess not. But, yeah, it was a, I don't know, something. Something from Final Fantasy was going on in here. They had 2B, um, more 2B. There you go, Tanner, just for you, buddy. Um, where's this? Who the fuck knows? Somewhere. There, this was somewhere. Also somewhere. Shibuya and Harajuku that way. But I don't know. That doesn't mean anything to me because I don't know where I am in this picture. I'm just taking pictures. Somewhere in Shinjuku, maybe? Probably. We spent a lot of time in Shinjuku. Um, this was the same day we had stopped to get out of the rain. I don't remember exactly where we stopped. I think there was a Burger King there, so maybe it was Burger King. I don't know. This is in Sunshine City. Um, this is obviously Jotaro and Jolene. They're supposedly life size. Remember, Jotaro is supposed to be 16 in part 3, I believe. He was 6'5". 16? Built like this? And yeah, so it was Jotaro and Jolene. Super cool. Um, no 17-year-old Japanese boy is built like this, but I'll give it to him. He was something. Wait, he's 6'5"? It estimating about that, yeah. Somewhere near that because these are life size, and Connor and I took pictures in front of them, and he was a lot taller than us. Um, I don't have the picture of us though. Someone else took the picture, and I don't have pictures from everybody yet. I got Giorno at the JoJo Cafe. They let you print something on top of the lattes from like a list. Um, so I thought that was fun. It was a pretty good latte. Yep. JoJo Lands. I thought that was really fun to see JoJo Lands like for sale. Um, that was cool. Just fucking JoJo Lands, fucking Part 9, just out in the wild. Marvel for some reason, I thought it was funny to have fucking. I think this was at the in Sunshine City somewhere. Just have fucking Rocket Raccoon fucking screeching in the front of your store. Why is he fucking yelling? What's going on with him? Fucking Madam Web. Yeah, okay. Um, this was a big fake tree that they had in Sunshine City. It was like the fucking kids' play area. We were sitting there because there were no free seats anywhere. We had gotten to some Korean restaurant in Ogi. Oh, Shinokubo? Is that a place? That's a place, right? Shinokubo, I think. There was a lot of Korean stuff there. Starting to notice a pattern with the food photos that it's all eaten by the time I take a picture. Yeah. Especially when we're in a big group. Especially when we're in a big group. We also arrived late to this dinner because we were doing something just before and it took us a second to get there. So they had started by the time we got there. Me and Connor. This is from another karaoke place. I think I want to say we might have been in Kabukicho again. I think. But we got like a nice corner booth. We had a lot of people. We had a nice corner booth on like the eighth floor. Fucking Lloyd yapping on the phone constantly to bring us more drinks. It was like a fuck. What did Connor say? It was like Deal or No Deal when he gets on the phone to talk to the guy on Deal or No Deal when Howie Mandel gets on the phone to talk to the shadowy organization. He would like be standing there and someone would be singing and he would just like abruptly sit up and get on the phone and be like, and he just fucking, you know, obviously just talking Japanese and just like more drinks would appear. No, but no one would ask him for anything. He was really good at taking care of everybody, Lloyd. He was a really good host. Dude's crazy though. Dude is crazy. He was a great host, but he's crazy. Good night, Nick. Yep. This was in Kabukicho because this picture's immediately after, and we're at the Godzilla Road again. Oh, my finger's in there. Oh, goofy me. Got my little fingy in there. I think this was so late that the trains had stopped running, so we were walking back to where we were staying from Kabukicho. It was very late. Oh, and now we are transporting. There's Lando. We are transporting to Osaka now. This is not in Osaka yet. This is in Tokyo. But I was taking video of the Shinkansen arriving. Did we try to get a taxi? No. This loops kind of well. It almost seems like Lando's walking around me in a circle. But yeah, the train. I stopped the video as it was fully stopping, but this shit like fucking the train. This doesn't even sell how astronomically long the Shinkansen are. We had to walk once because we had gotten reserve seats on one trip, and then on another trip we had gotten non-reserved, and their non-reserved ones are like at the front. At least for us, they were in cars like 1, 2, and 3. So like walking from like car 13 to car 1, that shit takes actual minutes, like more than a couple. This shit is long. 13, yeah. This shit was long. It was like a 15 car train. There's the bento I got, the Eki Ben. That's the one, Eki Ben. It was really good. I didn't think the cold katsu would be good, but that shit slapped. And the tonkatsu sauce tastes like basically just fucking steak sauce. It's so quiet in the train, nobody says a fucking word. Though that's true of the entire country. Unless there are white people around, nobody would say a fucking word to anyone. And it was kind of unnerving sometimes. No one would ever fucking say anything. Ever. Strangers would never talk to each other. If you were on a train, you would never talk to anybody, even if you were with people. You would never talk on the phone in public, ever. But the Shinkansen especially was like, you could hear a pin drop. I ate this bento in 3 seconds. Did I enjoy the plum? It was yummy. I ate this fucking ekiben in about 1 second and then fell asleep. I fell asleep fucking instantly. This shit was so cozy. Now we are in Osaka. We got there in the evening, so the sun is setting. We're right outside a station, and to get to where we were staying, we had to take a trolley. And we had to wait here for a second for the trolley, but it was cool. Fucking, that's Lando's arm. Fucking trolley that goes through the center of the I don't know exactly where in Osaka we were staying, but it was somewhere, and it had a trolley, and it was very aesthetic. This is a random shrine we walked past at some point. Don't know where, but I thought it was cool. The other things that I think are cool are like, you can't see it, but immediately neighboring the shrine were literally residential like homes. So like, it's so bizarre how much these are just integrated into the neighborhoods because they just don't have the room to spare to give these space to breathe. The shrine was closed here, but we did come through this area again, and I think we did go in. It was cool. Saku, thanks for the raid. Hope your stream was epic. Now I think we are going to, or already in Dotonbori. And everyone said, wow, Yakuza, wow, it's Yakuza. There was, it was really cool here because they have the river that runs through. We're on a bridge here. But there's the river that runs through like Dotonbori, so like it was very cool to have all the bridges and all the lights. Yeah, there's the river. It was very green. We were waiting for some people that went inside the donkey that was right next to us. So we were waiting outside. This is, you could tell the pictures are bigger now, huh? Look, we were on iPhone pictures, but this was the first day that I took my camera with me. I always had it on me, but we were running around so much and that I just didn't have an opportunity to take pictures until we were here. So now we are suddenly widescreen. And with the teeny tiny lens, I thought this took pretty good pictures even at a distance, especially without me knowing how to take pictures. Because I don't have like a big lens or anything on it. I just have the the fucking little bitch on here. I thought the auto was pretty good. This was everywhere, okay? You saw fucking white people driving by in onesies on go-karts everywhere. Not just in Osaka, everywhere in Tokyo. What the hell is this? What's going on with this? Why are there go-karts and white people in onesies? What kind of fucking tourist trap is this? It was everywhere. And it's like, they weren't racing. They might as well have been driving cars because they were all driving in a neat line following someone who's in the front. And it's not real life Mario Kart. You might as well be driving a car. You are following traffic laws just in a line. And we saw them all over. In Shinjuku, in Shibuya, in Harajuku, in fucking across the country in Osaka, everywhere. And it was almost never Japanese people in these. It was almost entirely always a group of white people. It didn't look fun, not a single time. Not a single time. But yeah, we saw them all over the place. Yeah, but the river, it was so green. We were standing outside donkeys. I was just taking pictures, more pictures, more pictures. Just taking pictures of buildings. I just thought buildings are so cool. Buildings are so cool, especially at night. Wow, Yakuza. Guys, we're in Yakuza. Can you believe it? We're in Yakuza right now. Holy, we're in Yakuza. So many like vendors and like street vendors and like fucking little hole in the wall restaurants everywhere. The donkey penguin? Yeah, there he is. That's Donkey. There he is. The crab. Wow. Wow, we were in Yakuza, guys. I think there might be a funny picture coming up. There he is. It's the crab. Connor was slightly drunk at this point and very excited to see the crab. There's lots of like it was like this. It's such a large area. It was like this. There's so many people, but it wasn't super cramped. Yeah, Connor said, you gotta get a picture of me fucking Wojak at the crab. And I said, okay. Spider-Man with his fucking sticking it out. Holy! We were all laughing our asses off. My man was fucking throwing it out there. God damn. My man was crazy with it. Cute little dragon. Don't know what he was for. It was some Chinese restaurant that was closed down, but the dragon was still up. The atmosphere here in Dotonbori was so cool. It was kind of cold that day, but it was fun. It was crowded, but not like packed. The most packed it was ever was in Harajuku and fucking Takashita Street. That was as packed as we had gotten basically the whole trip. It never felt as claustrophobic and crowded as there. It's definitely crowded here. There's a very healthy nightlife, obviously, here, but it wasn't like we could walk at a normal pace. It was really cool here. Starts with Ra. So it must have been ramen. Oh, you're right, Ra. This kind of looks like it could have been in. Oh, ramen. It's cut off, but you can see it right here. But it was closed. You can see it's like boarded up. Maybe renovations. Lots of street vendors. The atmosphere in Osaka was very different from Tokyo. There were a lot more. What do you call them? People that are outside the restaurants trying to get you to come inside the restaurants. I'm not barkers. That could be something that you could call them. I'm not sure if that's like a technical term, but it was a lot of people like hawkers. Maybe that's what I'm trying to think of. But they were a lot of people like trying to get you to come in. Like promoters, yeah, they'd ask how many people you have, or like, oh, you have this many people, we got a table with this many right now, you know. There's a lot of, it was a lot more like lively people. I'm not gonna say they were friendlier, but they were livelier in Osaka. I will say that Osaka, they did that. They do that in Kabukicho. That was the one other place that they do that. Outside of Osaka, Kabukicho was the one other place that I experienced that. But everywhere else, I didn't have any people like out there. I will say that Osaka didn't seem as welcoming to foreigners. We didn't have any like outright bad times, but you can notice like people kind of giving us the stink eye more than in Tokyo, especially like older people. Like if we were on a train and like some older people were on and they'd see us get on, they would like glare. but that's okay. Um, it is what it is. I don't want to. I mean, we pay to be here, whatever. It's not like we're fucking invaders. We pay to be in your country, and you're giving money to your economy. Um, but yeah, Osaka had a lot more of that than Tokyo did. Tokyo, everyone minds their own business a lot more, in my experience. My very large sample size of 28 days, I'm an expert now. More pictures. We're in some weird underground place. Um, oh yeah, I thought this was super interesting. This is in the same place. It's all these shops and restaurants, and there was this in Tokyo too, but it wasn't this cramped. It's like shop, and then they live immediately above it. But like this place was loud and busy, and it was late, and you live right here. I think I would not be able to do it. Like there were places where people lived above shops in Tokyo, but it was usually in a lot more quieter areas. Like Kabukicho wasn't filled with places that have homes and shops combined like this. Maybe they have soundproof walls. I don't know. Looking at the way these are constructed, I'm gonna say they probably don't. We went to an izakaya. I was munching on gyoza and miso. I was munching. I was munching. I love gyoza. God, I love gyoza. I went to a place near the Tokyo Skytree, or at least I didn't go, I saw it. They had gyoza that were extra big. They were literally this long. They had like 18-inch or 18 centimeter gyoza. Not inch, that would be ridiculous. Even the 18 centimeter gyoza were ridiculous. I love gyoza. God, I could munch on I could eat gyoza every day. They're so good. I'm like the guy from Dorohedoro. This looks like a beer. I didn't have a beer. This was Coke. I promise. Gyoza are similar to empanadas, so me likey. They are actually kind of similar. More pictures. Just out about in Dotonbori. We were out just walking around Dotonbori for a while. And by the end, I was the only one who was still sober. Some fucking restaurant had the entire giant ass fish butchered outside. That was interesting. Some funny things. Some funny things. You didn't see stuff like this in Tokyo very much. A lot of these big facades like this. They were usually more just like signs. They would have funny signs in Tokyo, but not like big, giant things. Um, yeah, just more Dotonbori. The atmosphere was so cool. It was just so fun to walk around at night. Night was such a vibe everywhere. I took this picture. I think I was waiting. Girl DM and Connor had to go to the bathroom, but we were inside a Daiso, and they had to go and find the nearest restroom, and they had to go on a journey. So, because they had both been drinking, it wasn't easy to get in contact with them. So I literally just said, "I'm gonna wait right here. Come meet me when you guys are done." And they did eventually. Come meet me when they were done. They found the bathroom. Especially like drunk Connor is impossible to get a hold of on the phone. I took a picture of this phone booth because it was very liminal. How long was I waiting? Maybe 10 minutes? Yeah, this was a cool phone booth. I don't remember exactly where it was. It was somewhere in Osaka. Not in Dotonbori, but it was somewhere. It was very liminal though, so I took a picture of it. It was so lightly, like brightly lit. Oh, and now we are in USJ. We teleported. We are now in Universal. So we're back to iPhone pictures because I didn't bring my camera to USJ. Oh, can I rotate this? No? Guess not. This was one of the best things I ate on the entire trip. I'm literally not kidding. There was, it was there was a Demon Slayer cafe, and this was a baked curry. So it's a bed of rice covered in curry, covered in cheese with fucking beef on top, and then baked. It was like a Rengoku special baked curry, and it was so good. I literally got this twice that day. I had it when we got there, and then later on for dinner when people wanted to go eat again, and they didn't get to eat this, they went somewhere else in the morning. I said, guys, I will literally go back and eat Rengoku curry again because this was so good. Yeah, it might have cost 2,500 yen because it's fucking food at USJ, but it was so good. It was so freaking good. And then they had like some kind of, it's like a fucking sweet potato soup thing. It was good too. But yeah, that was literally one of the best things I ate in the entire trip. I was shocked because I was not expecting to have the food that good at Universal. But it was really good. I saw a dinosaur. Something was wrong with him though. They had him strung up. Let my man go. Umai. Yeah. There was a lot of umai at the store because it was fucking Rengoku's themed, the cafe. It was right across from the Demon Slayer ride. Which was a banger. The Demon Slayer ride was a banger. So like the Demon Slayer ride was like a VR ride. And you know, like usually those are kind of mid VR rides. But this one they basically fucking give you like what is basically like an HTC Vive or like an Oculus Quest. Something similar, I'm sure. It's probably is one of those things. And you put it on, obviously, and you're in a car that's kind of like a train. And it was like a roller coaster. It wasn't an insane roller coaster, but it was a roller coaster that had big drops and things. It didn't have any loops or corkscrews or anything. It was mostly just like 3 big hills. But you have a fucking VR headset strapped to your head, and they fucking send you on that? That was crazy. It was really cool, though. It had a whole headset. And so it made the roller coaster really crazy because you couldn't see the physical track, so you'd never know how big the drop was going to be. And they weren't super small. They weren't giant either, but it was actually way more fun than we were expecting it to be, the Demon Slayer ride. Then we went to our time slot for Super Nintendo World. Mugen Train ride? Yeah, it was Mugen Train. It was really cool. Super Nintendo World. Wow, it's Mario. Holy shit, guys. It looks like Mario in here. Bowser's castle? That's Profusy. Bowser? Holy shit. It looks like Mario in here. Time slot? Yeah, we got express tickets where we had a time that we could enter there because Nintendo Land is so popular that you have an allotted time slot where you're allowed to enter and then have to leave. So yeah, our time slot was there. We went into Super Nintendo World. It was a Mario Kart ride, this Bowser Castle thing. It was a really, really mid ride. It was really mid. It was like that kind of ride where I did not do Disneyland there, no. It was like that kind of ride where you sit in a cart and you like shoot at augmented reality things. You had goggles on, which you'll see in a second. But it like had a lot of starts and stops. It was like really mid. It didn't move. It didn't like swivel, like jostle around enough. It was really mid. I will say, guys, Super Nintendo World, this is the best way to experience it right here. Looking at some pictures. It was cool to look at. The rides were really mid. There's me. They give you a Mario helmet and you put some goggles on over it once you get in. And then you shoot at Koopas. It was, I don't know. Super Mario World, Nintendo Land was kind of mid. It was kind of mid. All of us went, wait, what the fuck? What? Why do they have a picture of Yoshi, but then the outfit here, like this is his clothes? Yoshi has to... Did they skin him? What happened to Yoshi? Because everyone else had, like, there was a Mario one, you can't see it, but there's a Mario one where like it's like obviously Mario's racing uniform, and there was a Toad one, obviously Toad's racing uniform, and then it's like, oh, this is Yoshi's one. Yoshi doesn't wear these. He doesn't wear clothes. What do you mean? They killed him. They killed him. See, look, Toad. Obviously, this is Toad's racing uniform, right? Then what the hell's this? What? They killed him. Oh well. The castle. It was a really pretty day, so it really helped sell the castle and stuff. Um, and then we left Super Nintendo World. I didn't take another picture all day until we were in line for Hollywood Dreaming. This coaster was so good. This was such an epic fucking coaster. We weren't expecting it to be nearly as good as it was. It had a nearly we waited in the line for 2.5 hours. And it was late. But it was super fun. It was me, Nick and Brinny, and Girl DM. And we were waiting in line for a while. But we all just talked the whole time. The coaster was super long. All of the drops and like corkscrews and stuff were way better than they appeared. Like this is only some of the drop. The drop is really long. Like way further and steeper than it appears here. It was just a really good coaster. Super smooth. It was super long. Did you ride reverse or forward? You can ride this reverse? Huh? If you could ride this reverse, it didn't seem like it. Regardless, this coaster was awesome. If you like roller coasters and are in Osaka and don't mind going to USJ, this was really good. The other really good coaster that I don't have a picture of um, is called the Flying Dinosaur. That one was also awesome. That was so awesome. The Flying Dinosaur. It's one of those where you like lay on your stomach. So then when you like go through loops, they have you go through loops like on the outside of them. So you're like on your back going head first down a loop. The Flying Dinosaur was awesome. The Flying Dinosaur was so cool. They have one where you go down a drop and then through a tunnel and then back up super steep. And the G's on that, I almost passed out. It was awesome. The Flying Dinosaur was awesome. Um, we didn't have me and Girl DM didn't have express passes for the Flying Dinosaur, so we stood in the single riders line because it wasn't that. It was only like 80 minutes, and it didn't end up even being that long. So she and I got split up, and I got put on a train that was entirely high school girls, and then me. And they were so scared getting on that ride. It was literally me and a bunch of high school girls. It was so funny. And I think I was in one of the middle cars. It was rows of three, and I think probably like, I don't know, 8 cars. They were so scared. It was so funny. Did you go to the Harry Potter Dark Ride? That was fun. Yeah, it's like the Harry Potter's Forbidden Journey. I'd been on that one in Universal Orlando here in the States. It's the same there. It's a fun ride though. It was fun to go on again. But yeah, the high school girls were all really scared, and they all had a fun time though because I asked them after. They all thought it was really fun. So yeah, it was funny. Um, they did not expect a white man to talk to them after the ride though. They every time I talk to somebody like without it being like a clerk or like someone like a waiter, they were always shocked because they're just not expecting a white boy to start talking to them. Um, One, because I think it's really uncommon for strangers to talk to you, and two, because I'm a white boy. But yeah, it was fun. The Flying Dinosaur was goated. This was the City Walk. I swear every Universal has a City Walk. It's just part of the brand. The City Walk outside. Um, it was a vibe. Then this is the next day. I got udon. It was my first time having udon. It was okay. I don't like the yeah, Hanamaru. I don't like the thickness of the noodles. They're too thick. So it turns into like a texture thing where I'm eating like worms. It doesn't taste bad, but I can't get past how thick and chewy the noodles are. I don't know. I just didn't like udon very much. Soba is good. Yakisoba is good. Ramen is good. I don't like udon. Unbased opinion. Okay. More Furin. This was a sample of the pre-orders. See, like, if this was available for purchase, I would have bought it. But this was the whole thing. We were in some animate somewhere, and this was like a sample of something that's going to be able to be pre-ordered. And I'm sure it would have been. It's like these, no. But yeah, Furin. More Furin. Also on pre-order. Can't buy that either. I would have, because that one's really cute. Oh, and now we've teleported. So this was an anime in Osaka, not far from Osaka Castle, I think. Because now we are in Osaka Castle. This was super cool because up until this point I had been fully immersed in like urban environments, and the Osaka Castle grounds are actually gigantic. They're huge. So like walking around in like this big park was so cool. And it was just a really nice breath of fresh air to have this big open space. We took the stairs. It was a lot of very steep stairs. Um, but yeah, I took some phone pictures, but I have camera pictures here too. This was like the wall outside. You had to cross the moat. That was like a big like NHK, I think, like broadcast center. And it had, like, this doesn't fully sell how big this helipad is. This helipad could probably fit like fucking 8 helicopters on it. This building was gigantic. Um, yeah, I had Dongo. I don't like mochi very much, but I had to get the classic Dongo. I think it's another texture thing. I don't like how chewy mochi is. Bye, Kaz. But Dongo. You have to get the classic Dongo, even if you don't like Dongo very much. Now we got pictures. I think this was straight up a dojo that was on the grounds. They were doing kendo in there. Like, there were actually, like, people practicing kendo. And all the white people were lined up in the entrance to watch. Get out of my way, I want to see too. Stop, you've been parked here for 10 minutes, my turn now. You can't see it in here, but this entryway, if it isn't this building, it's a different one that I have a picture of. People really wanted to watch the goddamn kendo. There was a bunch of shrines on the grounds that were really cool. Don't know what that says, but it was a cool, like, marker stone. I found it really interesting to have, like, these very old buildings, and then the giant skyscraper with the fucking cranes on top in the background. Just cool buildings, the little vending machines. This cool statue of a guy that I don't know because I can't read his name. All the fortunes strung up, all the bad fortunes. At least I believe these are the bad fortunes, unless they're wishes. I don't know what kind they were. I'm presuming they are bad fortunes, though, because that tends to be what I had found on my trip at different shrines. The big shrine where you go up and you clap clap and you throw the coin in. The big dogs. Another teenier shrine off to the side. Another teeny shrine. Clap clap, ring the bell. That's the thing. The Japan in anime doesn't exist. You're a fucking liar. Stuff like this is everywhere. Where you fucking clap clap and ring the bell. It's in the anime because it's in real life, dumbass. These virtue signalers are evil and wrong. You're not a better person for trying to make it, for not romanticizing Japan. I did not see any shrine maidens there, no. That one might be fake. I did see shrine maidens at Inari Shrine, though, so they're real. They're out there. The castle! This shit was cool. They had a bunch of like Osaka Castle lore like strung up all over the place. This shit got burned down 3 times throughout history. This one specifically was built like really recently, if memory serves. Like last century sometime, I think. Like it was completely modern inside cuz it had been burned down so many times. Like I think it probably got burned down in the war. You know the one. And I think in like the 70s they finished rebuilding this. But again, it was a perfect day for this super beautiful clear day, so it was really awesome. This was funny to see. It's right off screen here to the side. You can't see it right now, but this is like a really modern. It was used as like a military base during the war, so it has this like super modern, like fucking a lot more Western or design elements. Literally on the same plot of land as this. It's right next to it. But they had like a fucking I want to say there was a fucking ninja museum in this building. We didn't go in here. We didn't have time. We were really stressed. We were really pressed for time this day because we were trying to do Osaka Castle in the morning and Inari Shrine before the sunset. So it was really hard to make it all fit because we had to get on the train in between the Shinkansen. Big tree. A big old tree. Thought it was interesting. Big tree. Castle. Castle. Like, I think this little bitch lens is kind of doing... Did you miss an Ari Shrine? No. That's coming up, though. This little bitch lens did a pretty good job. Pretty good job. But the castle was super cool. Super cool. Super pretty. Great day. This is us getting in line to get in the castle. Prime lens? I have no idea what fucking lens. You think I know a thing about this camera? Nope. I did 2 hours of YouTube research on what camera is the best for starters and for 4K video output. And this is the one that I arrived at. Yep, there's the castle. You can kind of see the people way up there. It's taller than it appears as well. It's pretty tall. Some pictures of the grounds, so you can kind of get a sense of how big the grounds are. The street is like back here. Like this is the entrance way back there. Maybe not even. It might be even further. Castle from a different angle. You can see all the people milling about, everyone waiting. It was crowded. This is the line to get tickets. It was like a 30-minute long line to get tickets. Some nice views of the Osaka skyline. It was such a nice day. This is one of the better days too. It was a really great day, especially to be outside and go into the castle and stuff. This was interesting. It's slightly blurry because Silly Reese was in a hurry. This was inside. Most of the floors inside, they don't let you take pictures because there are a ton of super ancient scrolls, from like fucking year 700 in there. So they don't allow you to take pictures. But this is one of the things that they did let you take pictures of. This is like, these are like examples of like the golden things they have out here. The fish and the tigers that are on the outside. You can see the tigers and the fish on the steeples of the roof and the tigers on the sides. So like they're actually huge. Because this is how big they actually are, the things. I'll let you get up close to a couple of them. Let you see them. This is a little diorama showing how they constructed the new castle, which I found interesting. We're way up at the top now. We made it. We made it to the top. Like, look how big these grounds are. So this is a nice view of Osaka. I just find it insane how far Osaka goes. It goes all the way to the mountains. All the way. In, like, every direction. This is another side. All the way out. It's crazy. And then Tokyo is just another thing entirely. Tokyo is just a monster. How fucking giant of a city Tokyo is. Airplane. Sometimes the camera, especially in here, wanted to focus on the fucking fences and not outside, and I didn't notice until I put the camera on my computer, so you can see this is all out of focus, and then this is hyper focused. So it looks kind of funny, but that's okay. Yeah, Tokyo takes up so much of the island. Tokyo is a monster. It is a monster. There's the courtyard. Everyone waiting in line. Losers. I'm way up here. More of the Osaka skyline. It literally just in every direction as far as you can see. America just doesn't have cities like this. Like Manhattan is really dense, but it's not large at all compared to these. It was such a pretty day. It was such a good day to do this. When we were leaving Osaka, and I saw a cool, I believe this was a hotel. And I said, take a picture of this because it's a cool building. And now we're in Inari Shrine, obviously, because there's the foxes. They're here. It's Inari Shrine time. We had gotten there before sunset. We made it somehow. We were trying to do both at the same day. It was a lot. We were running around like goofs. So the only thing I got to see of Kyoto was Inari Shrine, and then we got back on the train. Obviously, there are going to be a lot of fucking red torii gates in the next handful of pictures. A whole lot of them. There's the shrine with the guardian foxes. They're hanging out. They're holding some stuff. That one's got a key. What's he doing with that? I thought the floor was really interesting on the shrine. A lot of they have like little pathways like this, but then they have like the rock. I don't know. It was just really cool to look at. Like this looks like a stock image that Windows would give you with your computer for your desktop background. More of the shrine at the base. This is the bottom of the steps that head up to the mountain top. We didn't go all the way up. We didn't have time. But we did go up a little bit. Just some of the stuff on our way up. Not pictured here are all of the feral cats. There were so many just shrine cats in this area. All lurking. Oh, this was pretty. Yeah, we got the sunset over the mountaintop. This was taken from the top of these. You could see everyone turning around. They're like, oh, wow, it's the fucking sunset. And I said, what's everyone looking at? And then I got up there and I said, oh, yeah, it's a pretty picture. So, yeah, you get the sunset over the mountains. We wanted to make it here before the sunset, and literally we made it here with 5 minutes remaining. We almost didn't make it. There's more of the shrine. More of the shrine. Everything was very pretty and red. This is blurry for some reason. Oops. And then this is where all the torii gates start up. Like the path of a million trillion torii gates is where it starts up. There was a sakura that was trying its hardest to bloom. This was the first one that we had seen starting to bloom since we had arrived. So it was doing its best. It was almost there. But it wasn't there yet. More of the shrine. Some guardian dog guy. There was a crow hanging out on this fucking radio pole. So I took a picture of him because he was vibing. More of the shrine. I have some pictures on my phone and a lot of pictures that have people in them. So I can't, like, I took a lot more pictures, especially of, like, the pathway up, but they have so many people in them that I can't show. So that's really it for Inari, because then we left, and this is a street that leads to all the vendors, but they close at 6 p.m., so we missed all the food. So we didn't eat there. We went somewhere else. And now we are here. We have teleported. We are now in Asakusa. This day is the day that we were renting kimono. It was me, Carol, Girl DM, Nick, and Brinny. I was the only man who was man enough to go and... Well, Landon was dying of sickness, but everyone else didn't want to go rent kimono. I was the only one who went. So, it was really fun. It was super uncomfortable after a while, not because the kimono was hard to wear, but the shoes. It was the fucking shoes. After 5 hours in those shoes, I was dying. But the kimono itself was super fun to wear. You have the fucking pockets in your sleeves. You have a little purse or a handbag. But I want that was the first time I had seen the sky tree, so I was like, "Oh, the sky tree." And then this is later in the day. This is before we got the kimonos, and now we've time skipped to after we did the kimonos because I got actually this might be in kimono. This picture. It was the pictures later or after kimonos because I still had my phone on me. So we are in kimono here. You can't tell, but I'm wearing one. We had a few people who were like, "Oh, Gaijin-san, the Gaijin-san kirei," when all of us walked by because we're all fucking foreigners wearing kimono. It was funny. But there, I didn't feel as stupid because here at Asakusa Shrine, there, for some reason you can't fucking tell. This guy, this guy here, you can't tell here. He's wearing the sandals with a heel that's this big, and it's one of those that have the platform in the bottom, in the middle of your foot, and not like. This guy had crazy shoes on. Crazy shoes. Like he might have had like 4 or 5 inch heels, but like the shoes looked like a T, like this. So it wasn't like it had two platforms. It must have been fucking hard to walk in. But you can't really tell in these pictures for some reason. But there were a ton of people in kimono, so I didn't feel as silly wearing it. And everyone looked so pretty. Like Girl DM and Carol and Nick and Brittany were so pretty, and Nick looked fucking dope. Nick is so crazy. I love Nick and Brittany. They're so awesome. Nick is goofy as shit. But yeah, the Asakusa Shrine. Remember that other street in Shinjuku that I said was white people city? This was fucking white people city. I know you can't pick them out in these photos, but I saw more white people here in Asakusa than anyone else. Anywhere else. The amount of tourists in Asakusa Shrine, there's so many. Nick and Brittany were the two cosplayers that if you were Anime Impulse OC last year in September, that were the two Cat Boy cheerleaders at the booth. They're friends of Landon's and Carol's, and now of mine. Yeah, but Asakusa was fucking bumping. The pretty nature that was there, the flowing water, all the nice pretty trees. There's the big like pagoda. They wouldn't let you close to that thing. I wanted to get close to it. But they got like fucking guards outside. They don't let you in there. Let me in. I want to go see. It was another pretty day. They get a pick of my fortune. Yes, but I don't think it's in the slideshow because I think it had somebody in it that I can't show. I got a bad fortune, so I tied that shit up. You can barely see it. I got my fortune right here, and this was before the fortune. I got it at this booth, and I tied it up right here, so that shit's gone. Okay, we don't have to worry about it. It's gone. I found some dogs. They were hanging out. We had to sit because all of our feet hurt, so we were sitting. Another picture. There's Nick and Brittany. Barely. They're taking pictures with the poop and the sky tree rather. The poop is so funny. This is like the Asahi headquarters. I didn't realize this when I was here for the first time and seeing this. Connor was the one that pointed it out because, of course, he said, "Wait, is that building supposed to look like a pint? It's gold with the white foam on top. This." Because this is the Asahi headquarters. I didn't see it. Of course, Connor noticed it immediately. He said that literally looks like a beer. It's got the head and it's got the golden beer. But I think he's right. I think that's literally what it's supposed to be. Why else would they design it this way? It's the Asahi fucking headquarters. Because this is the poop. The Asahi, like, fucking beer museum where you can get beer right from the factory in there. The story behind this, I had to look it up, is this is supposed to be a flame, but because of building laws, they can't have it standing up, so it's laying down, so it looks like poop. It's the golden poop. The Asahi Beer Hall, see? We didn't have time to go in there, but I wanted to, just to see it. The poop. Yeah, there's Nick and Brittany. Nick looks so dope in the white kimono. And we found Spider-Man again. What was he doing there? In Asakusa. What the hell? And then we went back after kimono to look at a lot of the vendors and stuff that we didn't do earlier. There's me at Inari Shrine. We are now out of order for some reason, because this is at Inari Shrine, I believe. But now I don't know, we've teleported somehow. But I didn't take this picture, so maybe that's why. Where are we? Are we back in Shibuya? Is this Shibuya? Where are we? No. This is Shinjuku still. Not Shibuya. This is Shinjuku. Ikebukuro? Maybe. But this was that Oide something street again. So if this is here, then I think we were in Shinjuku. Omoide Yokocho. Thank you, Big Ham. Yeah. So that's that place again. But we were here in morning this time. And there was a cool place covered in stickers. And some cool, I'm assuming, fake Sakura. And they look pretty, though. So they get a picture. And, oh, I see. We're weirdly out of order because now we're back to phone pictures sometimes. This is the Promised Land. The only Wendy's I saw the whole time. This was in Shinjuku. Near Shinjuku Station. But now, yeah, like, we're back in time. But yeah, the only Wendy's I saw, and I saw it from afar, so I had to zoom in real close. I said, oh my god, it's Wendy's. Did I get Wendy's today? Absolutely. Don't know what building this is, but it's in Shinjuku. It looks cool. It was rainbow at the top. Yeah. This was a really, really long Starbucks. Didn't go there, but I walked by it, and I thought it was interesting how long it was. It kind of looks like the Empire State Building, but a little bit more modern. The NTT building, does that stand for something? What's the NTT? And then this day I went to Asakusa with Connor because he was busy when we went in kimono and he didn't get to go. So I said, oh, well, we should go to Asakusa because you didn't get to see it. And this time I have my camera. So I got some pictures of these things with my camera. But it was, as you could tell, a far more gray and yucky day. That day. We got Ichiran that day, and it was yummy Ichiran. The sky tree from really far away. All the stalls and vendors. Connor and I thought this looked like the not the Machinima logo. It's the Inside Gaming logo. If you squint, it kind of looks like Inside Gaming. If you don't know what that is, look it up. This is reminiscent of that. Oh, there's Ichiran. This shit was bussin'. We had to wait a while because Ichiran always had a fucking giant line, but we didn't have to wait too long because it wasn't super busy because it was gray and yucky out. But this was down the street from the fucking shrine. This was bussin'. This is the only time I got to have Ichiran the entire trip because we always had too many people and it would have taken too long for all of us to get in. This was so good. Ichiran was bussin'. And you know I got extra noodles. Kaidama onegaishimasu. Kata desu. Yummy. There's the poop. And then Connor and I decided we were going to walk back to where we were staying from Asakusa, and it was about a 45-minute walk. because we had some time to kill. At this point, everyone else had left for the most part. It was just a handful of people that were still in the country, so we had a lot. It was a lot less structured. So Connor and I walked back from Asakusa to where we were staying, and we walked by the poop. We found this park. I don't know what this park is. We found it though. It's like, again, this was just a very this residential area, and then and a lot of like business and tall like apartment buildings and like office buildings, and this fucking park. Don't know what this is, but it looks so cool. Had the pretty butterfly flower display. This was just we just fucking walked up on this. I don't know where this is. I think it was in like Sumida City somewhere. And I think that's a large fucking area. This isn't a sign for here. I believe this is a sign for here. This was like a garden that was connected to like the Japanese Sword Museum, it called itself. This, I don't know, this place was wild. I know it was a park because off screen there was a fucking a playground with a bunch of kids. But I think this was the Japanese Sword Museum. This park was attached to. It was a really nice, tranquil park. By the sumo arena, yes, it's. I think that might be the sumo arena back there. In Ryogoku. The big famous sumo arena is there. But this park, I found that this dog was there. Somebody needed to get him out of the water though, because he was getting wet. Holy. He was having a good time though, I think. I thought this is a cool picture of the sky tree in the background, and then whatever this is. It's just, I don't know, like you just can't, stuff like this is the Tokyo Sword Museum. You can see parts of it here, or the Japanese Sword Museum rather. I don't know if it's like a big famous museum or whatever. I wanted to go inside, but we had somewhere to be that evening, so we were running out of time. But like America doesn't have shit like this little fucking really aesthetic park with the super like ancient temples and then the fucking giant modern fucking, I don't even know what you call them. I don't know. It's just so cool. America sucks. We have no history. Our country's so fucking young. We're little babies. Our country sucks. It's so boring. They have the little shrine here. Behind the shrine, it's just houses. Like you could live right here. Someone's cat was fucking yowling. There were like right here when we were walking by when I was taking this picture, someone's cat was saying, "Let me inside right now." Someone's cat was going off right here. It was such a peaceful park. I wanted to go back. That's the sword museum back there. I found the contrast between like the very brutalist fucking museum and like the really tranquil park to be interesting. Like you could go out on the rocks where the cones are. The cones just say, "Be careful. It can be slippery." But you can, they don't stop you. You can go out on the rocks, little rock paths, stepping stones. Look how cool this is. You have the super modern fucking apartments, and then this tranquil, like fucking very, I guess, historically aesthetic park, and then this fucking temple in the back. I mean, just America doesn't have shit like this. America sucks. Did I go on the stepping stones? No, I had an expensive camera, but Connor went on the stepping stones. He said they weren't as slippery as they looked, so your mileage may vary. It's Kokoichi. Kokoichi. I had Kokoichi so much. Bye, Bayshell. I had so much Kokoichi. Like fucking $8 for this? Yeah, bro. I'll take a bite. Fucking Kokoichi. I was munching. I had so much Kokoichi while I was there. The other thing that I haven't mentioned yet, but this is reminding me. This here, obviously it's water, right? But like, did I order different or same each time? I tended to get same. I'm a creature of habit. But this is the drinking water level of spice. Usually 2. I know that seems like a baby, but even Lloyd got 3. I wasn't there, but Connor and Lloyd went once without me. And Lloyd got 3, and my man was sweating. And he's a lot better with spice than I am. So either he was off that day or Kokoichi does not fuck around. I usually get 2 though. But the water in Japan, the drinking water there, not only does basically every restaurant just fucking give you a pitcher of water constantly, the drinking water there is so good. The water there is so yummy. It's so yummy. The water is yummy. I was sipping. I never really wanted to get any soda or anything anywhere unless they weren't supplying me with infinite water. Hello, Myosk. Thanks for the sub. This is a cheesecake I got at a barbecue place, and a Texas-style barbecue place. It was pretty good. The bottom wasn't as crispy as I thought it should be. It's supposed to be more crunchy, like a graham cracker almost. It was a little soft. It was good, though. It tasted good, but the texture was off for a cheesecake, in my opinion. Was it authentic? It was actually not bad Texas barbecue. I'm gonna be real. It was not bad. It wasn't the best barbecue I've ever had, but it was pretty good. It was like Tokyo Midtown barbecue, fucking in the middle of nowhere in Tokyo, in some like fucking business park. There was just offices everywhere. Here's pictures of Sushiro. The only picture I got of Sushiro. I was eating a lot of shrimp that day, apparently. But I do like the Sushiro shrimp and salmon because I feel like they are safe. I like sushi, but I don't do super well with raw fish, so I tend to stick with the things that I know I can get down easily. And it is raw shrimp and raw salmon and raw tuna are pretty easy for me. So that's what I stick to. The raw squid took Lando out for a whole day, so I'm not sure about that. This is back in Harajuku. This is like a mall, but it was super cool because all the roofs had fucking gardens on them. It's if you're heading on the Takashita Street, where all the white people are lined up taking pictures of themselves on the camera like 5-year-olds, if you go to the right, after entering Takashita Street, you get here. There's like a really big Uniqlo and stuff in here. Horace, thanks for gifting. Where am I now? I think this is in Shinjuku. Again. We spent so much time in Shinjuku. Shinjuku's awesome. I do think this is in Shinjuku. Yes, because this is Shinjuku Station. We're reaching the end. Shinjuku Station had sakura that were... And again, like stuff like this. This is such a vibe. This is so cool. It's so cool, the stuff like this. And this is obviously everywhere. This is just a nothing street in Shinjuku, in downtown Shinjuku. It's just... it's stuff like this is all over the place. It's so cool. Again, the virtue signalers that say that Japan is romanticized are literally lying. It just makes them feel good about themselves if they do what they think is right. Japan is literally as cool as you think it is. I promise. I promise. Don't let them lie to you. This was one of the first sakura that we saw that was basically fully bloomed. It's nearly there. Okay, white man, I promise you. It's as cool as you think it is. Don't let Twitter tell you that Japan is romanticized and that they all hate the white people who come there thinking that it's going to be something it's not. It's as cool as you think it's going to be, I promise. Just don't be fucking annoying and you'll be okay. Just be a conscientious tourist, but it's cool, I promise. They are gatekeepers. They're gatekeeping. That or they're bitter that they can't go to Japan, so they want to make other people not able to go either. It's so cool. But this is a sakura that was outside Shinjuku Station. It was almost fully bloomed. And just staying here for 5 minutes made my nose really watery and red. I was dying. Shinjuku Troll. Yup. Yup. More Shinjuku. I love Shinjuku. We spent so much time in Shinjuku. Thanks, Mios, for calling John Japan. He said it was okay. Nice. Yakuyo, thanks for gifting Rhombus. Where was this? This was in Akiba Station. Because I am back in Akiba. Connor and I were there. I think because we had some free time. Did I get to eat the cakes? This was right across the way from the Cow Cow Kitchen and Akiba Station. And while Connor was in line in Cow Cow Kitchen, I walked around and took pictures of other things. Akiba Station, you wouldn't expect it because Akiba is all like, oh man, it's Electric Town. Wow, it's anime, weeaboos. But like, Akiba Station, the ground level, right as you exit through the turnstiles, it is... There's a fucking million bakeries in there. And they're good bakeries. This shit slapped. But Cow Cow Kitchen was the GOAT. Cow Cow Kitchen was the GOAT. Here we are in Akiba. I didn't get to take pictures of it on my big, like my camera this time. Nihongo Josos, how many did I get? Not too many, because I didn't talk to people outside of areas that you're meant to be talking to people most of the time. Like, the cashier at FamiMart isn't going to Nihongo Josu me. What did you try in Konbinis? All kinds of shit. All kinds of little treats. A lot of Black Thunder chocolate. A lot of different pastries. Famichiki. Slurping on Pocari Sweat. Serve, thanks for gifting Brinny. Is that Brinny? Did I miss that Brinny said something in here? Brinny, are you here? Did I miss you? I'm here? Let's go. But it was a little gray this day in Akiba. Not as nice as the other day we were there. But it was a weekend, so it was fucking bumping. And the white folks were out in force. Being there made me hate white people, though. Being here made me hate white people. The most annoying, obtrusive people in the entire country at any given moment, I guarantee it, is a white person. And every time I saw something stupid happening, I'd go, oh, they're white, of course. Like people fucking climbing up on stuff or fucking touching things they shouldn't be. It's like, guys, please. Please, this is why everyone fucking hates white people. Including me. It's alright, Brittany. The first 2 hours of the trip are mostly stuff that you lived, that you got to experience yourself. Just random pictures of Akiba, the donkey. Fucking Nikke, as out the ass. It was this, and fucking MiHoYo. No other gacha got ads like them. This shit had ads fucking everywhere. The fucking trains, the stations, the buildings. Yeah, I miss Japan already, and it's only been 3 days. If everybody lived there, I could live there easily. I just don't think I could live there by myself. I get lonely. But like if you and Nick lived there, and Connor, and Girl DM, and everybody, it would be so cool. Just Akiba. It's like, look, like imagine if the street wasn't closed down. The sidewalks are already full. This is just the fucking overflow. Shibuya Hal ad spotted. Doko. Here? Or was it here? No, it was here, wasn't it? Doko. Square Enix Cafe every day. You guys would keep that place in business. On the right. Oh. Oh. I didn't even notice that. Mr. Donut. That was the one that everyone's been going to, supposedly. You can't see it because it's under me. Hold on. Mr. Donut is there. Right here. Freeren's there. Did I try Mr. Donut? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Mr. Donut is fine. Freeren, Himmel got hit by a reflection, but here's everybody. Fucking Freeren's there. Yup. 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 That's funny. We were fucking pointing out this ad, and then I took a picture of it immediately after. There's fun buildings in Akiba. There's the famous building. I think that's the famous building down here. Down here in this corner, you can't see it. It's just out of frame. There was a sex shop, and Profussi got everybody Tenga eggs that he handed out like the Easter Bunny. One night at dinner, he just went around to all the boys and said, "Got something for you. Hold out your hand," and he gave everybody Tenga eggs. I don't know where the one he gave me went. It's somewhere, I think, or it ended up somewhere in the trash. I don't know. But he handed out everybody eggs like the Easter Bunny. Quick gift for the boys. What color? I don't know. What do you mean, what color? They all look the same to me. Based on their packaging and things. Do they have colors? His was orange? Oh. I think they did have like a little label on them that like described what the texture was. Yeah, I think Connor and I ended up with a brown one and like a pink / magenta one. If memory serves. Again, I literally couldn't tell you where they are right now. They might not have even made it back with us. Just more Akiba. More Akiba. There's the train going over. Like, that's so cool. America sucks. Look at this. Look how cool this is. America sucks. Hate America. Yes, in New York City, shit like this exists. But, like, shit like this exists fucking everywhere there. America chose cars. They chose wrong. Look how fucking crowded this place is, by the way. Genshin spotted. There was a lot of Genshin in Akiba. There was a lot of Genshin. Like a lot. Like a lot. Oh, you can almost see it. The sex shop is right here. It's like right here in this corner. Love Mercy. This is it. It was 5 stories tall, the sex shop. And floors 4 and 5 were men only. Supposedly Carol went in there with Landon and she wasn't allowed to go up to the top floors. It was a land only he was able to get into. Women weren't allowed up there. What goes on up there? I didn't go. Connor and I were at KFC at that time. Only men were allowed on levels 4 and 5. I don't know what happened in there. I don't know what goes on. I heard about that, and it's because it gets really gross. I can imagine. But as in Zesty Men? No, not Zesty Men. I think it was because evil things happen on those 4th and 5th floors that women shouldn't see. But yeah, it was 5 floors, 5 floors of a sex shop. And there's a big shot at the big main street in Akiba. Big ol' Akiba. Akiba was so cool. Again, The Japan that you think is cool is real. Don't let the gatekeepers convince you it's not. Look at this place. Look how cool this is. Yes, it's only a few city blocks in every direction, but it's so cool. And you could spend so much time here. I went to one maid cafe. Girl DM made sure to take us to one that she was familiar with. And it was fun. It was fun. I don't remember the name of it, but it was here in Akiba, and we went with everybody. Hopefully not Maid Dreamin'. No. I don't know what Maid Dreamin' is, but I would remember if it was. It was interesting, though. It was interesting. We did cast spells. We did watch a performance. A few people did get checkies. Were they dressed in brown? No. I don't remember the name of it, but the gimmick was that they were maids. They were android maids from the future, and that they were serving as maids to learn emotions. So like they had different emotions for the day. Like each of them was assigned like an emotion to portray. Like Nier, it was kind of like Nier. Did you Moe Moe Kyun? Absolutely, we all did. Did they look like 2B? No. No, they did not. It was a nice day this day. It wasn't, but again, one of the nicest. That sounds like a hellish nightmare job. I mean, probably depends on the clientele. I'm sure they get a lot of bad ones. But the first day we went to Akiba literally was one of the nicest days in the entire trip. It was so nice. There's the big camera. Just like 6 stories, 6 giant floors of like fucking tech. Did I see Fujisan? No! I never got an opportunity to see Fujisan. Fucking mad. Warhammer Cafe. Of course I went back with the camera this time. It's the Warlord Titan. Big old bitch. The Thunderhawk again. Big old bitch. A Warhound Titan. Big old bitch. Some of the Primarchs. We got Dorn. We got Lionel Johnson. We got Alfarius. We got Ferrus Manus. We got the Station, where they have gotcha ads on the outside. Genshin ads. The Station is full of Star Rail ads. Speaking of Lionel Johnson, what's the fucking tonkatsu place near Shinjuku Station? This was maybe above Shinjuku Station, or it was. My lord was like a shopping center or a thing or like a brand. There was some kind of mall that the entrance had a My Lord at the entrance. And it was, you had to go up a level above Shinjuku Station, and it was like a mall in there. And on the 6th floor, it had this tonkatsu place. This was so good. This shit was so good. Fucking tonkatsu. Fucking so good. Yummy. Had to wait a bit, though, because this place is fucking bumping. And then the Skytree. Oh, we're getting really close to the end. We did the Skytree the day before we left. Skytree entrance. It's the Skytree. It's Kirby. Kirby Cafe. Reservation only. Freerun Cafe. Reservation only. I didn't take a picture inside the cafe because you couldn't go in without a reservation, and it was nothing special on the inside. But Freerun Cafe. Some weird monolith that was outside. It's probably some kind of monument. I don't know. There was no sign, so I couldn't know what it was. Could just be a fucking art piece. I don't know. There's Tokyo Salamachi. Didn't book a reservation. I didn't even know it existed until like more than halfway through the trip. Tokyo Salamachi was like a really high end like mall. That place was super nice. We spent a lot of time exploring it while waiting for our time slot in the Skytree. And there was a little baby Sakura out front. It's the Skytree. Wow. Oh my god, look, we teleported. Now we're up top. Yeah, the thing that's insane about Tokyo is it's like this in every single direction. Every direction, it's like this. All the way to the horizon, completely flat, all the way to the horizon. Tokyo is insane. Tokyo is so crazy. I can't believe how just absolutely massive this city is. You don't understand it when even when you're in it, you don't fully understand like how fucking giant this city is. It goes out forever. It looks flat, but it isn't. Yeah, it's only because we're up tall. We're tall. Can't believe Sukuna took all that out. I know, right? What's that super bright street? This? I literally don't know. I couldn't tell you what this is, but it is really bright. Look, the poop. There's the poop down there. Wait, if that's the poop, and this is the sky tree, then... Oh! I didn't even notice this. It's really blurry. This is Asakusa Shrine. You can see the pagoda. Bye, Yokogo. Huh. It's literally like this in every single direction. And you're fucking nearly 400 meters up, and you can see super far. I think that's the bay or whatever. I couldn't tell you like what a lot of these places are. Like there are obvious landmarks, but I don't know. Mods, ban that guy. Mods, get rid of him now. So the Skytree has multiple levels, and there's a 350 meter and like a 400 meter. And the 400 meter was sold out for the day that we went, so I didn't get to go up there. And on the 350 meter, the glass floor was like really lame. Like I think if you go all the way up to the top, the glass floor is like an actual room with glass floor. This was like there was a fucking porthole in the floor that was all fucking scratched up. This was it. This is all the glass floor and the lower level of the Tokyo Tower. I think if you go up higher, you can see more. But like, this was lame. It was a fucking like 12 by 12 square of glass. That's all. It was lame. The Skytree, the view was really nice, but if it wasn't as cheap as it was, I would have been mad because it was a fucking zoo up there. It was a zoo. There were so many people up here. But it only cost like fucking 1,500 yen for the ticket, so it's not a big deal. Kind of blurry. Oops. Like, I couldn't tell you where Shinjuku and stuff is from here. Or even if they're in any of the pictures. Wow, we went to the bottom. I jumped. At night, they light up. They light it up. It turns different colors. It's like rainbow. Oh my god, we made it to the end. That's it. It only took almost exactly 3 hours. That's a pretty good time. That's a big chunky stream. And then we left. The next day we got on the plane. Ugh. It was foggy when your group went to Skytree. That's so sad. That is so sad. But yeah, that was the broad strokes of the trip. Did I find a wife? Mm-mm. I saw many candidates, though. There were so many pretty women there. Oh my goodness. Half of it's just because they know how to dress. But yeah, there were so many pretty women there. Oh well. Back to normal streaming, maybe tomorrow even. I'll probably like put something together. Um, we'll just tentatively say we're putting together the Norn Emissary tomorrow. Um, I will figure out. It'll be sometime tomorrow. Same time, maybe, but it'll be tomorrow. Um, thanks everybody for your subs and your gifts. Thanks for welcoming me back. Um, if you are been gifted a sub and don't have one, or if you subbed yourself but are first time, I have a Discord you can join via for subs via your fucking Discord settings if you're subscribed. Um, we have fun in there. Thanks everybody for resubbing. Did I do the Pomu pilgrimage? I know what you're talking about, but no. Some might be surprised that I didn't, but I just didn't feel like it was something that I really wanted to do. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a good evening. Be safe. If you haven't joined the Discord and are subscribed, then please do. We hang out in there. Again, just go to your settings in your Discord, connections, and connect your Twitch account, the one that has the subscription. Thanks for streaming, Maidenless Man. What can I say? You know? If I get too much different from the rest of you, I become unrelatable. If I want to stay the working man streamer, I have to remain maidenless. Okay. Well, I have to go figure out how to get my BGM back. So, bye. Bye. We're going here now. Bye. Bye, everybody.